All right, we want to get to our A's and F's, and Aaron, we'll begin with your F.
So you might think that this is the only country where we're worried about fraud, but my F goes to, of all things, hydro-treated vegetable oil. This is the fastest growing green fuel out there, being used as a replacement for diesel, which is a fossil fuel. Sounds great. It's derived from cooking oil or waste sludge from various food processing, except it turns out in Europe they were using more of this than actually was produced. People started questioning, the UK government started investigating and found that it was all virgin palm oil, which is you cut down the rainforest to make, and it wasn't actually recycled waste at all. There's rampant fraud in some of these green solutions.
Anirban.
Well, my F goes to the strange formula that the US administration has been using to calculate tariffs on countries around the world, including one inhabited primarily by penguins. Economists did have a field day with the snake oil math that has no real grounding on any country-specific effective tariff rates, which are already available in WTO. Playing with tariff is fun for the king, while small businesses and owners feel distressed and anxious. Let's go mega, make economics great again.
And Jenny.
So my F goes to the poor training of police officers and the lack of resources to support people having a crisis due to mental health or cognitive impairment. This week we saw news of the tragic death of an autistic Idaho teen shot by cops. And just 3 weeks ago here in Oswego County, a sheriff fatally shot a 32-year-old man in a crisis. People with mental health issues are 16 times more likely to die in an encounter with police. The shoot first and ask questions later mentality trained in our modern police force leads to horrifying events like what happened in Idaho. I know we ask a lot of law enforcement, but having a mental health crisis should not be a death sentence.
And A's, Aaron.
All right, so I was talking about energy for crypto earlier. My A goes to renewable energy worldwide, which despite everything is somehow still booming. A recent report from energy think tank Ember found that in 2024, fully 40% of all electricity in the world was produced by wind, water, and solar, coming from renewable energy. Particularly rapid growth in solar continues. This is the highest level ever.
Anirban.
My A goes to astronaut Dr. Janet Epps, returning to Syracuse from space with her inspiring words for Corcoran High School and Moyne College students, both her alma mater. She was welcomed with the city declaration of April 8th as Janet Epps Recognition Day.
Jenny.
So my A goes to the ladies. A British schoolgirl shopping for her school uniform got frustrated that the pants had fake or useless pockets like mine today. She started a campaign to urge the uniform manufacturer to add pockets to girls' clothing. As she wrote to the manufacturer, girls need to carry things too. The history of pockets is a long one and includes laws that gave husbands the rights to the contents in wives' pockets in the 19th century. In other words, pockets are political. I look forward to the day when I buy pants and no longer exclaim, hey, it has pockets.
Aaron, just picking up on your A for renewable energy, not to bring it down to an F, but at the same time, we have renewed calls for
lots more coal production in the United States. And, you know, if you don't count the damages from climate change, it's easy to make the economics and the math work on coal.